I just wanted one that was really smooth. When it comes to smoothness, one super smooth machine. For the last 2 years, I've been secretly building the most unathletic gym on the planet. Over here, we've got a treadmill, whatever.
Now, if you guys know me, you know you'll never see me do cardio.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Oh, no, what are you doing?
Oh, no, I don't do that.
You don't do that?
That's bodybuilding.
So the hammer press, the plate-loaded hammer press that you see everybody do.
This is my favorite chest press machine on the planet.
Insanely overrated. 100%. That's.
We got no track, no turf, no plyo boxes, no machines except that one lame Nordic style big TV treadmill. Okay, before all the comments flood in, yes, we know this is a pure bodybuilding gym, and if that's all you know, that's fine, but we're here for fitness, truth, awareness, and education. And we want to explain to you that this is just a sliver, tiny sliver of the full spectrum of fitness, which I'll go into detail later. Let's get on with this tour and see what we can find.
There's a dark gym with more of the bodybuilding machines, a light gym with more of the strength stuff.
Okay, we got room 1 and 2, bodybuilding and strength. Third room, missing room, should be sports performance and athletic conditioning room. Boop. All right, so far let's get a quick list of all the machines he's listed off.
The pendulum squat, prime leg extension machine, adduction machine, lying leg curl machine. So there's actually a fancy leg press, donkey calf raise, a standing calf raise machine. Gotta have a Smith machine in here, the prime chest supported row.
Now, did you notice anything with the machines he listed off? All sagittal plane, straightforward, mirror muscle, both limbs working same time, one movement of plane, okay? No transverse, twisting, rotating, single arm drive exercises. Just noticing on that quad extension, he's got pointed toes. He needs to put the roller slightly up to get dorsiflexion on your feet. Hamstring curl, quad extension machine, always dorsiflex, gets way more contraction, engagement of the muscle. If you try the pointed toe, go try it yourself. Calf cramp, city, that's all that's gonna happen.
Leg press. So there's actually a fancy leg press.
Obviously, he forked out big YouTube money cash for this gym. Super sexy machines, but this leg press machine and a bunch of others are the pendulum based. Pendulum based don't give you the true feel of what the weight is versus a weight coming straight down on you like a back squat or a very steep leg press machine. So just remember, this style machine will only be the weight you're used to on that machine. It won't transfer to any other leg press you do in another gym anywhere else.
Oh, I forgot to show you. This is one of my favorite pieces. Donkey calf raise.
Okay, again, we know it's a bodybuilding gym, but he's got 2 different types of calf raise machines taking up massive amounts of space in this gym. Could we get a plyo box? Could we get a vertex height meter? Something that we actually put our calves to use to measure.
Oh my God. Oh.
Over here, we've got a treadmill, whatever.
Now, if you guys know me, you know you'll never see me do cardio.
You'll never see me do cardio.
Classic Nippard, bodybuilder, scoffing at cardio altogether. One fleck of percentage of the gym is used to put a treadmill in the corner. Let's cut back to that chest day contradictions video where he gives you the worst 1990s method of warming up for bodybuilders. Walk on the curve and do some arm circles and you're ready to work out, okay?
So as usual, we're kicking things off with a 5-minute general warm-up on the treadmill or Stairmaster, and then we're doing a few quick dynamic stretches like arm swings and cable external rotations.
Why? Stretching is killing your gains.
Awful bodybuilders, awful warm-up practices. We never see Nippard or these top channels show you proper warm-up before they get going. Let's compare the one treadmill for cardio that Nippard's chosen versus NFL linebacker Derrick Henry's options for cardio.
Henry pushes this to the max with a huge collection of footwork drills, hurdles, sled work, elliptical machine work, and more. This is what helps Henry get stronger and harder to tackle as the game goes on.
You'll never see me do cardio.
Okay, we got Larry Wheels making the same joke. I don't do cardio. Look how bad Larry Wheels is at running on one of the curves that's motorless, limitless for speed. His hamstrings are about to explode. Awkward. You know I love to push athleticism, but I'm definitely not anti-bodybuilding. I love to get a pump when I want to get a little bigger arms in the summertime.
I love to do bodybuilding training, which is like get on a machine and do 20 reps and get on another machine and, you know, just try to put blood flow in your muscle. That's what I'm calling bodybuilding training. You can call it hypertrophy training.
But we need to recognize the top YouTube fitness channels right now are 100%, 99% bodybuilding. So you're missing a huge section of the full spectrum of fitness.
What about that shadowy place?
That's beyond our borders. You must never go there, Simba.
And sure, if you want to screw around and just stick to that, definitely that's what your full 20s are for, but you need to understand that you're missing a big overshadowing section of the spectrum.
If you look at bodybuilding, It's the easiest place where you can work hard. You can have kind of a lack of care and do a lat pull down. Not much technique there. And if people act like there is, well then it's kind of ridiculous.
Nice one plate loaded back extension. I got my own over in the corner. They're awesome accessory move. I'm gonna throw up clips of Katie Saunier destroying the glute bridge and the back extension.
I don't want to be pretty, I want to be iconic.
Hair go long like Chia. No, I can't be your Batman, cause I be robbing. I don't want no lap dance, bitch.
Doesn't that only hit your front delts, and your front delts can focus more on your side delts? Front delts, side delts, and rear delts. And the front delts, side delts.
My side delt's pumped.
You mean the side delts?
It's not a side delt, it's the medial delt. Will Tennyson, self-taught influencer, doesn't know any better. Never known what the real terms are. You'd think Jeff Nippard would occasionally use the proper phraseology for muscles in the body.
For Will and me, a shoulder press is not just a front delt exercise. It seems to also really activate the side delts, at least more than what most people think.
This is kind of funny that they're discovering the medial head is used for overhead pressing. I can't believe they wouldn't have known that before. Anyone doing overhead press, mind you, these guys never do free weight overhead press, so you wouldn't feel the extreme DOMs you get in the medial head doing anything overhead. But again, shocking, 2025, and you still see these studies he's gonna be talking about coming out when all this is known, all the way back since the 70s, just regurgitated information.
This is my favorite chest press machine on the planet.
So the hammer press, the plate loaded hammer press that you see everybody do.
Insanely overrated.
100%. That's.
Ever since then, I've just been convinced that it's the best machine for the chest.
The resistance profile, it's backwards.
It's backwards.
Jeff choosing the hammer strength chest press is a perfect segue to go back and watch my chest day contradictions video proving there is no consistent information. Mike Israetel and Jared Feather rate that as overrated. They say it's got a horrible power curve and they chirp it the whole way through, yet they and Jeff Nippard are constantly using the chest press machine as one of their top tier exercises.
Don't give this S tier, come on.
If I had to crown just one exercise as the best of the best, I'd probably go with a machine chest press.
Oh, I can see this shit coming from a mile away. Did I not tell you this was gonna happen in the beginning? His S tier, the machine press, and then a seated cable.
Okay, I had about 55 contradictions in there. It just proves there is no consistency besides consistency yourself. Your fibers don't care where the resistance is coming from as long as they're overloaded, broken down, recovered to come back stronger the next time.
I think honestly, it's the best cable machine that I could find.
Okay, we have the one cable fly machines again from my chest day contradictions video. Mike Israetel chirping and making fun of all chest fly crossover related patterns.
So optionally cross your arms over at the top to really max out that upper pec contraction and range of motion. I'm not so big on the contraction these days.
You're not gonna cable crossover with pinkies out yourself towards enormous pecs. Yeah, the cables feel good. Nobody gets massive on the cables. You know, I thought we knew this.
Like about 4.5 weeks out from the Dildo International.
Yep, that's super awesome. Nothing wrong with that. You can use that all the time.
It is the one machine you could do single arm rotational work on, but we know Nippard's not gonna do that. It's gonna be bilateral, 2 arms at the same time, just like he's showing you.
There's probably gonna be some meme exercises he creates, like the half kneeling twisting cable rotation will probably be S tier.
I find the movement to be a bit awkward at first, but once you get the hang of it, it really is a great option. I love the press around, and it's going in A tier.
So what's missing? Super clean gym, sexy machines, beautiful lighting. A lot of you won't even think anything's missing because all you're used to is that global style gyms, machine hopping, cable machines, and dumbbells. I saw one barbell, it's got the center knurl, so like he said, it's a powerlifting bar, it gives you grip on your back for squats. No center knurl missing, so no bearing barbells for cleans. That athletic style movement won't be in the gym. Dumbbell rack, yeah, you can get single arm work going, maybe dumbbell snatches, but we know he won't be doing that. It's going to be double bilateral movements, staring straight into the mirror.
And he's using the freaking 20s. I see Canadian though, are those 44s? Are those kilos or are those in pounds?
Okay, all the walls are clean. I see nothing like this hanging on the wall, or hopefully they're in a closet somewhere. Power bands missing. Nothing for warm up, nothing for mobility, nothing for pre-mobility to get ready for your movement.
This is all the bands. These are all the bands that I kind of use for like stretching, warming up.
No foam rollers, no mats to lay down on, nothing to mount your bands up to do your distraction work and priming work. You know, mobilize, stabilize, warm up, and get after it. Those are the ways you get into a proper workout. Oh, I can hear the clacking of the bodybuilding only comments saying it's a bodybuilding gym, shut the heck up. But let's keep going. We got no track, no turf, no plyo boxes, no machines except that one lame Nordic style big TV treadmill. You need your rower, your ski erg, your curve woodway style treadmills that have no motor so you can dictate the top end speed for sprinting. Okay, we got no ropes, no landmines, and no other weighted apparatus like kettlebells where you could become multifaceted at other apparatus in the gym. And if you watch the breakdown of Jeff Nippard's kettlebell swing we did,
This is so hard to watch. This is so hard to watch, guys.
we prove he's clearly never ever touched a kettlebell in his life, yet he can go and chirp it and give it F tier for exercises. So flip over and go watch that video if you want to as well. So concluding what you knew beforehand, he built a one-dimensional bodybuilder's gym. There's only one exercise station in there where you can do something off-plane rotational with a single limb. Every other machine is sagittal, straightforward, checking your pump out in the mirror as you go. Okay, and if you watch my Mike Israetel audit we just recently did, he shows you what the future of your life would look like as a bodybuilder. A broken down, zero mobility, can't even get his arm overhead type lifter, and he's only 41. We thought he was 55 at least, the way he looks and the way he moves. Zero athletic ability to jump even 3 feet and stick the landing softly. So he made a sexy bodybuilder's haven, check. No warm-up stations, no mobility stations, no conditioning stations, and nowhere to work on top-end speed and explosion power rotation. Okay, again, we love chasing that pump occasionally, but we want to make go muscle, not show muscle.
This is gonna make you just horse-packed strong. But I don't care about strength. I want to be all show and no go.
And a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, that's why bodybuilding is the best. That's why a curl machine, like sitting on the preacher curl machine and doing a bicep curl. There's not much skill involved there.
Okay, and most scientific gym in the world, 100%, there's universities. I've been to the Lululemon Secret Test Lab, way more technical stuff going on than what he's got.
Includes an OptiTrack motion capture system, a Kistler in-ground force plate, EMG for measuring muscle activation, a Biodex balance device system, a thermal environmental chamber, and Parvomedics and Cosmed for measuring cardiovascular fitness and VO2 max.
So scientific gym in the world is clearly just the title to make more views on YouTube and chase that algorithm. Reality, a simple, plain, generic bodybuilder's gym with sexy equipment. Check. I'd still love to go there and get a pump on going machine to machine to machine. Just take a glance over my shoulder. You can see 55 bands on the wall. Mobility, stability, check. Other popular fitness influencers on YouTube's gyms. Juji Mufu's super sexy, huge warehouse gym. Okay, we got top athlete Justin Medeiros' CrossFit barn gym. Look at all the gear he's got in there. And Eric Bugenhagen's crazy, dirty, filthy, small garage gym loaded with different types of apparatus to get top end strength going. Okay, that's it for now. Remember, no critiquing, no hating. This is fitness education awareness to show you if you didn't know any better, there is more than the global gym style of fitness spectrum than just the bodybuilding avenue. If you want to keep a well-performing, perfectly pain-free body into the later years in life, you're going to have to adopt more than just what you see in Nippard's gym today.